Hey, what's up, guys? I made it alive. Yay. Yeah, I was kind of hammered last night. But anyhow, went to the junkyard today and I got me this idle air control valve. This is from a 97 to 2000 Ford Explorer that's a 4-liter single overhead cam V6, and they come with this guy. They have other ones that come, but this is already has the bright diameter, so you can put on these 3/8 what do you call it, pipe threads. So what I'm doing is my brother-in-law, we ended up finding the right pitch, and you know, you kind of see in there what you do is, if you don't have a tap and die, you can take, you know, a thing, cut it, you know, like a tap and die, and then use that. But while you're what do you call it, like pushing this guy in and that, you're also tapping with that. So you'll tap and turn with the crescent wrench and get it in there, and then once you get your threads, then you don't need to tap no more. You just walk back and forth with that. And so I already got this, you know, started, so I should get this and then get an idle air control valve on this this car, and this thing's gonna be lovely. So let me get back to work. All right, so I went and I got those taped or tapped, sorry. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put some Teflon tape on these bad boys, and then put that on, and then there goes my idle air control valve for the whip. All right. Hey, so what's up, guys? So I forgot to record this earlier. So this is going to be my idle air control valve. And it's gonna hook up to the Mega Squirt. I'm kind of mad about these pigtails. After I got them from the junkyard, I didn't, you know, it was protected with the black, you know, sheathing, what do you call that, wire loom. And so it came out that short. I'm like, you know, I'll change it later. But yeah, so there you go. So I just really just tapped this with a 3/8, you know how I did earlier, and then put those in, and so now I'm gonna be good to go. Just need to get that wired in. And then was messing earlier with the speakers because I had some 6. I got some 4x6s in there. So then I went to go put some 6.5s, and yeah, they just didn't sound good. So I don't know, whatever. It's just whatever. And then with the radio, we're kind of, there's another guy who's had the same radio on what do you call it, Tuner Studio, this group on Facebook, and he says, oh, after I upgraded to the firmware, Shadow Dash stopped working. So I'm just like, you know, I was like, mine connects just fine. It's just that when it's running, it, you know, it unmounts and dismounts. And I was leaning towards it being the radio that, you know, all right, it's a, you know, probably a little cheap thing, whatever. But he said he's had his working for about a year, and he has a LS1 inside a Triumph. So anyhow, he said that, so I ended up going and buying me an upgraded USB cable, because if that's the case, then it's just, you know, interference that's causing it. So we'll see. That cable comes tomorrow, but I got to do that, and then that's about it. I took the fans out because I want to get this fan shroud going, so hopefully I can get that custom, you know, make some work out of that for the fans, and you know, get that going. So hopefully I can get that shit taken care of. So alright, my friends, let's see what happens late. Yo, what's up there, fam? I didn't do my video today, or, you know, like, put it all together. I just mash them up together. I don't even do all that cool editing, or even if I said the fucked up part or did something stupid, I don't even go back, because you guys should know what I'm talking about. If you don't, then you can ask. I don't know. But yeah, I'm not in here to, you know, what do you call it, you know, be all politically correct and all that bullshit. All I know is I want to get my motherfucker car going. I don't even know she is going, but just, you know, better. So, ba-bam. I'm trying to make a fan shroud. Pause. So, I'm trying to make a fan shroud because cruising the car's fine. It stays cool, you know, like 185 degrees, you know, cruising is fine. It's when I sit still, the temperatures start to rise. And, you know, I don't want to be stuck in the traffic and then I got to shut off the car and, you know, whatever. So I've been doing that. I went and I pulled the Ultima fan shroud from the other Ultima that I had. You know, the car that I don't have anymore. Kind of sad. But anyhow, oh yeah, because that's what replaced it. That bad boy. But anyhow, this thing is too wide. It's 30 inches long, and you know, S13s are small and short. And what I am looking to do inside here, let's, you know, for the core, the overall length is like 26 inches. And I think the height on that I got about 12. So my fans will fit fine. You know, these were the ones that I had in the car already. Even when I do like all of this, you know, like kind of mounting, as you can see, you know, they will fit. If not, I'll make it fit. I don't give a shit. So what I'm doing now is I got my measurements and then, you know, doing a nice little template. So this is going to be like a 90 degree, like if you're looking down at it, it's just going to be flat 90 degrees. So I can what's that thing called, or you can say perpendicular, but anyhow, so I can mount that to the top bolt of the radiator. And then this is going to be my height, so I got like a 1-inch height coming, and then this will be where I make my holes and mount my fans. And then this is like what I'm calling a forward flap, because I'm gonna bend it forward, and then that's going to simply, like, let me see, like lock off on this side, so it'll, you know, make the air come, you know, mostly through all of that. So that's what my forward is. And then my bottom, what I plan on doing is when it gets, look at my awesome skills, but when it comes out that inch, I'm just gonna make that come like a 90 degree out and then sit it on that ridge, and then I will probably just what's that thing called, self-tap screws into the lower radiator support. You know, I don't want to chop her up, even though eventually that's probably what's going to happen to this car. If I don't do it, someone else will do it. But then that'll have that, so I should be able to, you know, get my cooling and get everything when the fans are running, to pull everything through that what do you call it, radiator. Now of course when I have the fans up, it, like, you know, a lot of this area down here or around there, you can kind of see where the fan thing was pretty crazy because I didn't have it this long. But where it was sitting, that, you know, air was not being pulled through efficiently. So I'm trying to make this template. Hopefully I can make it work. And you know, because I'm a cheap bastard, I ended up getting that. That's from, you know, a side of a dishwasher, or what do you call it, washing machine. And a lot of times, you know what I mean, because I can't find like a nice thick aluminum sheet or whatever, and then even to go out and buy, it's like $60, and then I could, you know, buy like a KA one that's like $80, but then it's still not gonna work good because I'm gonna have to I mean, it will work good, but I just gotta hack it up. So I don't want to do that shit to like an $80 piece. I want to, yeah, and plus, you know, I get some experience out of this. So hopefully I can go cut out this template, get it to fit all nice and everything, transfer it to that other guy, cut it out with the cutoff wheel, and then do my bends, which aren't gonna look good because I don't have a brake or anything, but you know, a hammer and this trusty guy will get me there. Like I said, I don't really care because I'm gonna paint that bitch black and you ain't even gonna see shit. But alright guys, so that's what's up. Alright, so I'm back with a test fitment. So yeah, really until I get the metal in here, this is all rough. But you see, like, I'm gonna I'll tab it there, lock it down there, and then just with the fans, like that one's sitting, you know, like pretty where it should be, and you see there's enough room between the wastegate and that. And then, you know, this one, I'll come here, and I have enough room, you know, to think I'll put the fans close. But oh, my bad, I'm over here trying to look through. But yeah, so that's just, you know, how it is. So hopefully I can transfer this out to that other thing, start bending it, get it to where I need it, cut out the fans with a jig or sawzall, and then hopefully we can mount it and be good. I gotta redo something about that at the bottom, because I originally said, oh, I'll go down and flap it down, but I mean, I know if I do that, I'm gonna probably get, you know, some vibrations. So trying not to do that. We don't want to sound like the Beverly Hillbillies going down the road. Alright guys, so if you ain't got a brake and you got a vise and you got some wood, and you see these are my lines that I want to bend across. It's not going to be clean, but then it's not going to be a 90, it's going to be like, you know, a curve. So I'm going to have like a nice radius, so that's going to help with airflow rather than having a sharp cut. No air will get trapped in between here. Well, maybe not. Nah, just messing with you. I mean, like, you know, for that, I mean, this came out pretty good. I just pushed it with my hand. Haven't taken a hammer to it, and quite honestly, I'm not. But, you know, I cut it out, I put it there, and so now I am in these stages of bending. So hopefully I can get this all pretty straightforward. Alright, so I'm back. Whew, it's freaking hot out here. But yeah, she's there, rough fit. I got the 10 bolts mounted. You know, let's see. It's all, you know, one's mounted there, the other one's mounted over there. I got enough room for the water neck. What do you call it? Like all of that, like on the bottom. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. My main thing is right now I really don't give a shit about looks. Well, if you guys know my channel, I don't really care too much about looks. It's all about functionality. But at least I got it, you know, locked in and covering there. I'm just gonna come here and clean up that. You know, like all that's there. But yeah, I mean, this should work. This should do the job. Like I said, it was just for idle. So now what I'm gonna do is just mount my fans on there, and then what do you call it? Get the middle. And then once I get the middle, I simply drill a hole, put a screwdriver through there, run a thing to the diameter that I want of the fan, and just make a circle. So yeah, but at least, you know, I mean, she's coming. So alright guys, alright, so my ghetto rigged DIY fan shroud is said and done, and then I painted it like a cast iron gray. So it's all in there. It's mounted, you know, here and here. Yeah, that's, I don't really have like a mount tab, but whatever. Hopefully this thing shall cool while I'm sitting at a stop. I'm gonna stop for today. And then I ended up getting my USB cable. This one's got 2 ferrets at the end. A lot of good reviews with this. People were saying they're having disconnecting issues with their home audio DJ equipment, and then they got that, and all their issues went away. So hopefully that shall save my issue over there, and then I shall be, you know, good to go. Then hopefully I can put the auto air control valve on. What I'm gonna probably do is, this is my wastegate line. I'm gonna probably bring that and join this with this one, goes to my fuel pressure regulator, so at least that will be on the same signal in terms of, you know, fuel and boost. And then this guy, I'm gonna run wire or those hoses to the back there, and then put the auto air control valve on there. So I'm still gonna be pulling crankcase pressure, and then that's a one-way valve, so I don't have to worry about that getting pressurized. Yeah, so everything's you know, coming back together. I just need to change that pipe down there. You know, they don't make a long enough hose, so I gotta use some type of coupler, but I have one that I'm doing. So once I get that done, then we shall be able to test her out. So I feel pretty cool about it. Hopefully I feel good about it. Hopefully this thing, when it turns on, it's a tornado coming out. Alright guys, like